there are quite a few other people that help make this club run, and I'd like to recognize them. First off, Carol Carter's our parliamentarian. She's a former president of our state organization, and she's been involved with the Federation for I don't know how many years. Many. We have a few vice chairs that are involved, and they, in the absence of the chair, they have a vote on the board. So I'm just going to announce you all, and you can please stand. There's Claire Simonelli, Vice Chair of Program. Jessica Rayburn is Vice Chair of Membership. Maria Eaton is Vice Chair of Events. Joni Brickley is Vice Chair of Campaign. We have quite a few people on our PR Communications Committee. Dawn Chuan, please stand. She's our social media volunteer. Betty Terlizzi is doing broadcast media. Leslie Pumper does our website. Dee Dee Kabase is not here. She does our email newsletters. Deb McCabe organizes SIP on the right side. Jean DePiero has organized our book club, which you'll hear more about. Joan Reel does clergy outreach. And our great registration and check-in ladies, Dallas Novarina, Adrienne Reitman, and Marianne Hath. We can't do it without you ladies. Thank you. Our boutique ladies are Judy Kupperman, Tammy Marin, and Jane Barkowski. And today, Therese Pingree, too. Our drawing is Katie Reese, and today, Marianne Hath helped with that. We have two special committees. One is Armed Services, and that's Laura Rothballer. I think she's sitting over there. And we have another special committee which is so important in outreach to young people, and that is our Patriot Readers program, and Jeanne Rock is chair of that, of our Literacy and Education Committee, and she's gonna come up and talk to you for a couple minutes.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of those Patriot Readers in the room today who've been reading for the past couple of years to our kindergarten through first grade level public school students, private school students, and hopefully we'll continue to progress up into the higher grade levels, reading patriotic reads. I think it's worth noting that during the 2021 school year, when our foundress, Litra Wilson, and I were petitioning the Collier County Schools for permission to read, that the Florida State Board of Education approved a rule which required a new statewide K-12 social studies curriculum. Well, a new curriculum has been implemented. The goal is for students to develop into citizens who strive to preserve our traditional American values and ideals and respect for our constitutional republic, the military, and public servants. Patriot Readers wants to take advantage of just such a time as this. Our vision and mission is to share our love of America and to tell children the story of our founding and the meaning of our great heritage. Would you like to share your love of country with the next generation and have fun while doing so? Do you want to get to know other club members and share the joyful experience of reading patriotic books to little school children? Our reception has been outstanding. We are warmly welcomed by students and teachers, and the 25 minutes that we read pass so quickly because the kiddos are so engaged in the reading. We've reached over 1,000 kinder through first grade students so far this year and counting. Become a Patriot Reader or make a decision for the purchase of new books. Make a donation rather for the purchase of new books. You'll find our brochure on each table. Please see me or Doreen Miner after the meeting for more information or to make a donation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. These kids are so cute. I mean, just look at them. This will be a special term during the most vital time in our nation's history, one that will need every one of us to continue our commitment at the highest level to our country. Our priority issues are engaging members for campaign and election integrity efforts, outreach to voters, outreach to MPAs, outreach to younger generations, and outreach to minority groups. We must unite with our community of Republicans, all spectrums of conservatives. We must rally around our shared values. Once our Republican presidential candidate is designated, we must all vote for him or her. We cannot let the progressives continue in the White House, nor can we risk our Supreme Court majority. With our wealth of experience, unwavering passion, strong work ethic, and overall grit, Republican women stand as a force geared up for victory in 2024. Our involvement is paramount to Republican success. So this is just a little bit about shared values. These are 7 core principles of conservatism. This is a brochure put together last year to hand out at the polls, put out by our club. And it's in English and in Spanish about our values. Oops. Going too fast. This is one developed by the CCREC, Campaign Voter Contact Group. Again, sharing our Republican values. If we all rally around our Republican values, we can unite and get Republicans elected. Most of you, we had 79 of these packets, and thank you all for picking them up. For those of you who didn't get one, we are sending this postcard to all new and registered NPAs. They're a huge force. We're sending out 4,000 postcards. Oh, there's the postcard. There's more information at the campaign table. We have these sheets which tell you all about the dates, because if I put them up on the screen, but please grab a sheet so you know about our dates coming up. As I mentioned before, we're hoping to provide a venue to help us get to know our candidates and elected officials. The candidates need our support, they need our time, and they need our money. As a reminder, our club does not endorse before the primary. It's a rule of our club. But now I'd like to introduce JoAnn DeBartolo, our Collier County CommitteeWoman.
Thank you so much, Kathy. This is an honor. Thank you for having me. Again, my name is JoAnn DeBartolo. I was the former campaign chair in 2016 for the Trump campaign, and I'm your current local state committee woman. Over the last few years, I had the honor of consulting out of Mar-a-Lago because I was so close with the campaign. I put on a couple fundraisers for Kimberly Guilfoyle, who is Donald Jr.'s fiance and also Rand Paul. And over the last few months, we just did a Marjorie Taylor Greene event. And it's very special because right now, Don Jr. and Trump's personal assistant, who I'm friends with, are also now the publishers of these books. And that's where this Judge Jeanne event is coming in. They also did Letters of Trump, and they're also done, they're gonna be doing another one for Matt Gaetz. So they are the publishers now of all these books, so coming out. And I'm gonna be bringing these speakers, and these are all the forces for Trump and all of his candidates that are supporting him. Well, I want to talk a little about what happened. We all know that there was an issue at the state level. Christian Ziegler was our former chairman. He was on the 2016 Trump campaign with me. The scandal came up in November, devastated all of us. The state people, all the elected officials, meaning the cabinet, Ron DeSantis and Rick Scott all asked him to resign. They had a special meeting back after Thanksgiving with the executive board. He refused to resign. So they had to take steps. They reduced his salary from $130,000 down to $1. He still didn't resign. So what we did is we had last week, on Monday, we all had to go up there. All the elected officials in the state went to Tallahassee. So the cabinet was there, all governor appointees. We voted in Evan Power, who's the vice chairman, who people are worried, the fact that, they think he's more DeSantis. Well, that's not true. The Trump campaign, Donald Jr., Kimberly, Donald Trump, all want him, and Joe Gruders, who's the state chairman who hired me under the Trump campaign, who now is the chairman again for the Donald Trump campaign. So this is the first time that we have a man that won 2-1, that both sides want it. So we should be very happy. I think we're going to move forward very well with this cycle. Let me talk about a little bit what Evan Power brings to the table. Our new chairman, Evan Power, is going to be a full-time chairman. He is also a lobbyist. He knows how to fundraise and understand the legislative process, and he knows how to build relationships, and he will do a great job. Also, again, I've been called to help on the Trump campaign. I'm going to be heading the phone banks for Iowa and New Hampshire. So if anybody's interested, please get with me. I'm going to be here, and I have some sign-up sheets. My husband's in the back with the board for the campaign, for the Judge Jeanine. So if you guys are interested, it's going to be at Karen Stern's house. She's a member, and we're going to have two sessions, 11 to 5 Saturday and Sunday for Iowa, and then we're going to be in New Hampshire next weekend calling. All right, anybody interested, get with me. Thank you so much.
Thanks, JoAnn. Our Campaign and Election Integrity Committee met with representatives of the Collier GOP, or the CCREC, and we are encouraging our members to sign up to work with the efforts that they have ongoing. They have opened the headquarters, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But this is a screen about volunteers who are needed for election integrity. Pam Bolger is running that at the CCREC, and you can see me, you can see Elaine Leppert, and for more information about that. We also met with Dan Sperduto, if you'd like to stand, Dan. Dan is in charge of voter contact, and he also needs volunteers. And we have a training session scheduled next week, which we're going to talk about when we do save the dates at the end. But he's willing to train everyone, and we have several members involved at the CCREC, Joni Brickley and Monica Rich. So thank you, Dan, and thank you for everyone who's helping with that. It's so important. Okay, we're going to take a little break while we finish our lunch, have some conversation. Thank you.